Have you ever been in a situation where the pressure was so intense that your mind froze? Imagine being in that same situation but staying calm, composed, and totally in control. Sounds impossible, right? Well, not for Ayanokoji Kiyotaka from Classroom of the Elite. This guy handles pressure like it's just another day at school. In today's video, we'll uncover the psychological secrets behind Ayanokoji's calmness and, spoiler alert, it's not just about being an anime genius. You can master this mindset too. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know how to channel your inner Ayanokoji and crush challenges without breaking a sweat. First, let's talk about who Ayanokoji Kiyotaka is and why his calm demeanor fascinates us. Ayanokoji is a high school student at the Advanced Nurturing High School where competition is cutthroat. Despite the chaos, he always stays composed. Whether he's strategizing during high-stakes exams or dealing with manipulative classmates. But here's the catch. Ayanokoji wasn't born like this. He was trained in a facility known as the White Room, where he developed his analytical mind and learned to suppress his emotions. While we don't have to go through intense psychological conditioning, thankfully, we can apply some of his principles in real life. So, how does Ayanokoji stay calm when most of us would panic? It boils down to a few key techniques. Detachment from emotions. The first thing you'll notice about Ayanokoji is that he doesn't let emotions take over. Whether it's fear, anger, or excitement, he keeps his feelings in check. Now, this doesn't mean he doesn't feel emotions. He's human after all. But he has a remarkable ability to pause and separate his emotions from his decision-making. In real life, we can do something similar by practicing mindfulness. When you're in a stressful situation, instead of reacting impulsively, pause and take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? How is this feeling influencing my thoughts? By acknowledging your emotions without letting them control you, you create mental space to think clearly. It's like stepping out of the storm to find shelter before making a decision. Preparation is key. Ayanokoji's calmness is no accident, it's backed by preparation. He doesn't rely on last-minute luck. He's always a few steps ahead of everyone else. Take, for example, the way he studies his classmates, understanding their personalities, weaknesses, and strengths. This insight helps him anticipate problems and act with precision. You can adopt this principle in your daily life too. Preparation builds confidence, and confidence is the enemy of panic. Here's how. Plan for high-stress events. Whether it's a presentation, a sports competition, or a tough conversation, visualize the scenario and prepare responses to possible outcomes. Practice under controlled pressure. Athletes do this all the time. They simulate game-like situations during practice, so they're ready when the stakes are high. You can do the same by rehearsing speeches or taking mock tests. When you're prepared, unexpected challenges feel less overwhelming. You'll find yourself thinking, I've got this, rather than panicking. Perspective taking. Ayanokoji views challenges as puzzles to solve rather than personal threats. This mindset shift is one of his biggest strengths. Instead of letting anxiety dominate his thoughts, he reframes situations into opportunities for problem solving. Imagine this. You're facing a big exam or an important project deadline. Most people would panic and think, what if I mess up? But Ayanokoji would approach it differently, asking, what steps do I need to take to succeed? This small change in perspective can turn stress into a sense of purpose. Here are 2 practical ways to develop this habit. Ask solution-focused questions. The next time you feel stuck, don't dwell on the problem. Instead, ask yourself, what's one thing I can do right now to improve this situation? Zoom out. When you're overwhelmed, imagine how this situation will look in a year or even a month. Chances are it won't feel as significant as it does now. This broader perspective can help you stay calm and make better decisions. Neutralizing the fear of failure. Ayanokoji also neutralizes the fear of failure by understanding its role. For him, failure isn't the end, it's just data. Every mistake is a lesson that brings him closer to his goal. Think about how liberating that mindset is. If you stop fearing failure and start seeing it as feedback, you take away its power to paralyze you. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, remind yourself that stumbling over a word doesn't define you. It's just a moment to improve on next time. If you don't ace a test or get a promotion, analyze what went wrong and use that insight to do better next time. Fear loses its grip when you approach challenges as learning opportunities. Mastering the art of observation. Ayanokoji's calmness comes from his ability to observe before he acts. He doesn't rush into decisions. He takes the time to gather information, assess the situation, and then proceed with a plan. You can practice this in high-pressure moments by pausing before reacting. For example, in a heated argument, instead of snapping back immediately, observe the other person's tone and words. Ask yourself, what's the real issue here? In a chaotic environment, look for patterns. Where is the problem coming from? What small step can you take to stabilize things? Observation creates clarity, and clarity helps you stay calm. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm not Ayanokoji. I don't have that kind of training. And you're right, none of us are living in an elite anime school. But the beauty is that staying calm isn't about being superhuman. It's about building habits. Start small. Practice deep breathing when you feel stressed. It sends signals to your brain to relax. Visualize yourself succeeding before stepping into a challenging situation. And most importantly, remember this: pressure doesn't define you. How you respond to it does. One of Ayanokoji's biggest strengths is his ability to analyze situations. He doesn't react impulsively. Instead, he observes, thinks critically, and then acts. And that's how you can channel your inner Ayanokoji and stay calm under pressure. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about building the mindset and habits to handle anything life throws at you. If this video gave you some insights or even inspired you, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.